My takeaway is a solid quarter with more positives than negatives. The positives were they tightly managed expenses, and some of the below-the-line items came in better than expected to drive the headline beat. The same-store sales in the U.S. were better than the published forecast. I'd say slightly below what was embedded in the stock price of around 3.5%. Still, there are things to like about Walmart in this environment, and I think that'll provide support to the stock, namely three. We're probably about 6 months away from a slower consumer spending environment as the boost from the tax reform starts to fade, and the market's going to begin to discount that. And so there's a move away from some of the retailers that were disproportionately benefiting from that to more safe haven, defensive type retailers like Walmart too. There's a host of uncertainties in the world, like tariffs, rising rates, rising costs. Walmart's in better position because of its size and scale to withstand some of those uncertainties than others. And three, Walmart's got a good plan and is run by a talented team, and we're seeing results of that in its performance. And those three factors probably continue to provide a lift to the stock at this point.
Yeah, Michael, I always think of Walmart as being a company that can do very well in an up market like it is right now, with consumers having jobs and having pay raises. I think of it as a company that can do very well in a downturn too, when people start to trade down and look for cheaper prices. It just has to have good management to have that, and it seems to me like it has that right now with Doug McMillon and his team. What do you think?
I agree with you. I think the team deserves a lot of credit. This Walmart has not always been operated to its fullest potential,
right?
And there has been opportunity there, and this team is unlocking that opportunity. Not only that, but they're positioning it for the future with what they're investing in today. And I think we're seeing signs of that in the financial performance, and we probably will continue to see that, independent of how the macro environment is. It positions Walmart well.
When you're talking about the investments, you're talking about the investments that they're making online, or you're talking about the actual investments they're making in the stores and in their people?
I'm talking about all of it. I'm talking about the e-commerce investments they're making that are generating 43% e-commerce growth this quarter. I'm talking about what they're doing in the stores. And it's not only investing in their people, which is the right call to make, but also deploying robots to do tasks that otherwise would have been done by a labor-intensive model, and that's saving money and leading to better outcomes. And they can redeploy those savings to more labor-intensive tasks. Also, positioning it for the future in terms of its international business, like in terms of Flipkart.
Michael, Bernie Sanders went after Amazon and Jeff Bezos in particular with some proposed legislation where he really wanted to force them to pay more to their people. Amazon went ahead and did this anyway, got ahead of any legislation getting passed. But now Bernie Sanders is going after Walmart with some new legislation that he's talking about that would force big companies to pay at least $15 an hour to their people, or they wouldn't be allowed to buy back shares. I don't think it's very likely that that legislation goes anywhere, but it does speak to this populist sentiment that's out there. Walmart got ahead of this a long time ago. It was the first one to come in and say that it was going to be paying more to its workers. But how much does it face politically from moves like this?
Well, putting the politics aside, more importantly, economically, we're in a situation where there's less than 4% of the people unemployed. And that's going to put upward pressure on wages at this point. And for a retailer like Walmart that employs a lot of people, they're going to have to be mindful of what's happening in the marketplace. I trust that they're going to respond and continue to be ahead of that and do what's right both for their employees and what's right for the business.